North Carolina health officials will release new flu and COVID data tomorrow for the first time after the holidays. Now, the trend we've seen is about 10 days after gatherings, cases go up, followed by hospitalizations, and then a few weeks later, deaths. And we're already starting to see long lines forming at some of the drive-thru testing sites. WRAL's Brett Neese is live in Cary at one of the several locations offering testing this week in Wake County. Brett?
Hey, Deborah, this is Kirk of Kildare Presbyterian Church in Cary. They held their third testing clinic today. On their first one, they saw 70 people come through here. Today, that number tripled to over 200 people. This has become a familiar sight, and for some, an all too familiar feeling.
We have 2 tests in one, so people like that aspect.
These swabs will go to a lab to test for both COVID and the flu. Wake County partnered with Mako Medical before the holidays in an effort to get people tested before large family gatherings. Now that those celebrations are over, the demand for tests is expected to increase.
It's so convenient, and a lot of people can come get tested. You can bring your whole family at once, so that's definitely the big plus.
The most recent virus data doesn't cover the holidays, but it already shows numbers were up in some areas. UNC reported more than 300 COVID positive patients when a month ago they had 80. And while Duke shows the flu, RSV, and other respiratory viruses were trending downward, COVID took a sharp increase. With numbers remaining high, Wake County officials are also partnering with Optum Health to open even more sites like this, particularly on the weekends.
We are working with both Mako and we'll be working with Optum to set up as many sites as we have hosts for.
Wake County Population Health Director Lachelle Wardell says they're also looking at specific communities to set up these clinics.
We have been working with areas that have been disproportionately impacted by COVID. We wanted to, again, make that accessible to folks who may not have accessibility otherwise to get tested.
But anyone is welcome to get a test. You can pre-register online or once you get to one of the sites. Either way, the process is quick.
If you're already pre-registered, it takes less than 2 minutes. If you need to register here on site, it's 5 minutes.
And 2 more Mako Medical testing clinics will open in Raleigh and Garner tomorrow. This one here in Cary will be back open on Thursday. As for those weekend clinics, they won't be available this weekend, but Deborah, the hope is that they will be up and running by next weekend.
The demand seems to be out there. Brett Neese live in Wake County. Thank you, Brett.